RWBY one?
Yeah, I don't think I was able to go to the last one.
I would, well, maybe not anymore because she's not talking yet, but I would have chosen to sit there a little while ago. Well, last season was just like, which would have been kind of boring. Because I was like, oh, write your favorite Cinder line.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi, hello.
Out of the whole team RWBY, what would you consider to be their drink of choice? Alcohol.
Everyone's too young. No one's 21 or 18.
Choose.
We don't know the drinking age in Brendan.
That is true. That is true. Someone brought that up once.
That's true.
Like 14. I don't even know what time we're in.
I mean, obviously it's a strawberry sunrise, which I don't know what it is in real life. Lakes, tequila, orange juice, question mark. Yeah, although I think Yang would just do tequila shots. She wants to just get the job done a little faster.
I feel like Blake's would be some kind of hot drink with ginger.
Well, Moscow's not hot. What about like a hot toddy?
Yeah, but I don't think she's a bourbon whiskey. Yeah.
She doesn't drink.
Maybe. Let's just go hot toddy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Stop complicating it, Arryn.
You guys know, right? Everyone who's probably under 21 in this room.
Hello again. Hello. So my question is, between RWBY and then RWBY Chibi, is there any sort of different things you have to like prep your mind? Like, okay, this is more cutesy versus seriously.
Absolutely.
So hard. They were like, okay, we're doing this thing, and you're gonna have to like calm down. Just chill out a little bit. Okay, fine.
Chibi is definitely like, I don't want to say it's me trying to be a bad actress, but it's like very over the top in terms of like when you compare it to RWBY proper. So there's just, I guess also like it helps because the script's a little over the top too for RWBY Chibi. It's a little more childlike and fun. But I think I like subconsciously maybe make my voice a little higher when I record Chibi, even though I don't really think about it that way.
What are you doing?
I'm betting into myself.
Just like,
yeah.
that's what it sounds like from my end. I just hit myself in the face. I'm like, good thing I'm wearing these glasses.
Hi.
As time has wound on, do you guys feel that you are progressively getting better at expressing your characters' thoughts, feelings, and emotions?
That's his real voice, you guys. We've been listening to him all weekend. It's amazing.
Is that your real question?
It is.
I wasn't listening to the actual question. Can you repeat it?
Something about expressing thoughts, feelings.
As time has wound on and you guys have done your characters for quite some time, let's say, I'm not saying Elliot.
He's also sitting very suggestively right now. I just want to point that out.
It makes me feel poised. I feel more professional when I speak like this.
Okay, what's the question? That voice should not be coming out of you, I'm just saying. It's very unnerving.
Hi guys.
Stop! What is real?
What is real?
You guys make me laugh.
What the? Okay.
I'm just gonna ask the question again.
Why are you not a voice actor? Are you?
I want to be.
Move to Los Angeles. Let's do this.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, what's your question?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just really into it.
All right. Well, okay, my question was, let's say voice a character for some time. Do you progressively get better? You feel at the nuances of that character, expressing their thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
He asked the exact same question the exact same way. That's impressive. I think we definitely learn our characters more and more as the season goes on. and like how they would say, what's the play? He basically was saying, as we do our characters over time, do we feel like we know their nuances?
Oh yeah, I created her. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's any character you do, or even like a live action character that you would perform as. You just get to settle into their mindset a little more and get to know them more and their backstory and what they're experiencing. So yeah, for sure.
I kind of like that I slowly started, oh gosh, let's start that over. There was a point where someone new was writing the script and I called it out, and it was great because I felt like myself and the writers are the only people who truly know Blake the way that like someone could. And this is not going very well. Yes, how she speaks, how she feels, how she would react to something. Over time, definitely. We're like, she's a little piece of my soul. Stephen Hawking, that's what I was thinking of. Got it. You sounded like Stephen Hawking there with your Could you? Wait, okay.
What can you do?
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Okay, alright, let's move on. I'm sorry.
Right.
Steven?
That's impressive. You should create a demo reel. It's so good. You should. Oh my goodness.
So, Bob, as we know, you're like the queen of puns, and out of all my groups of friends, I seem to be the only one that likes them because anytime we watch puns together or montage, I'm the only one that laughs, and usually I get kicked out of the Skype call because a friend of mine don't like puns.
You need new friends.
That was gonna be my answer, you piece of. I'm sorry!
Stop talking.
You're a mic stand.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your question!
My question was, do you come up with all the puns in the show, or?
First of all, you need new friends.
Yeah.
I got a great idea. No, I actually don't come up with puns on the show. Miles and Carrie write those, and that's why they're not as good as they could be.
You know it's true.
You know it's true. Well, thank you for enjoying puns and for having a better sense of humor than everyone that you know.
Two sort of follow-up questions. One, can you get that guy on RWBY? Just have him as a guest. And two, can you give us a sample of some of these better puns?
Oh, no. It's too early. I think like if I was given a script and they're like, here's a line where we want you to put a pun in, and if I was like able to work on it for a little bit, I'd be able to come up with something. But like right now on the spot, it's just like, hey, all of the 4 seasons of RWBY, can you come up with a pun? I'm like, no. Sorry.
So going into the production of RWBY, did you guys have, what were your expectations of the project? Obviously it's a lot bigger than it was expected to be, but what were your expectations?
I mean, I had high expectations because we knew it would be a good show because it was Monty's, and Monty's a genius and incredible at everything that he touched. But I don't think we knew to what extent it would get this much attention and worldwide recognition. So it basically blew all of our expectations out of the water by far.
I honestly didn't really have all that much of an expectation at all. There was no negative or positive because I knew Monty, but we weren't as close friends as we ended up being at that point. So I had no idea what he was capable of. All I knew was that he was really excellent at animating fighting scenes because he was freaking awesome. So my expectations were actually like 0 to none. So it was super exciting over the years to see how much it's grown and how much it's changed and how prettier it's gotten, that kind of thing. But yeah, I had 0 idea what was going to happen. I was just like, this is going to be a fun little side project kind of thing.
Yeah, I think every day we're just shocked at what big thing is happening with RWBY. Like, oh, now we have toys at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Posters in Walmart.
What?
And it's going to be on TV in Japan on Warner Brothers and like all these things. It's just like one thing after the other.
We're in Toys R Us.
We're in Toys R Us.
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Got some plushies there. Yeah. And like Hot Topic and like everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's crazy to go into a store that I would go into and see.
Yeah. I've yet to go into a Hot Topic. I want to go in and pick something out and be like, this is mine. I'm just giving it to this. That's not going to
We can't do that. We're not allowed to just steal from stores.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, oh, do you have a question?
Yes, actually. If you had to choose any of the staff from Rooster Teeth to voice your characters, who would it be and why?
I have never been asked that question before. That's funny. Well, I know I would pick Jeremy to voice Weiss. I don't know, based off of, like, if we're talking serious or not serious, but not seriously, I would choose Michael to voice Yang. Because he did one time in a Let's Play, and he just talked like this the whole time! I'm gonna punch your face!
I feel like I'd want Gavin to do it, just to hear something different.
That doesn't look like Fang. Oh, you aching his skull. Yeah. That's my answer.
Don't do that.
I see you.
Morning/afternoon at this point.
Hello.
Goodness.
Quick question. Have you guys had the chance to hear the Japanese dub for RWBY? And what were your thoughts on it?
The only thing I've heard with the Japanese version is the little promo trailer thing that they put out during RTX last year, I think. Otherwise, no.
I have a little bit. I haven't seen like the seasons in completion with the voice acting, but I've seen little clips here and there, and I have seen the clip of Yang in Volume 1 where she's fighting the Ursas, and it's called, I think the voice actor says like ura, or something like that, which is like apparently a very popular thing in Japanese animes to do, and I was just like, I wish I sounded that cool. But yeah, it was very surreal.
I already asked a question, but I have another one.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, this might be, it's about shipping, so, have you guys heard the new song Bumblebee?
I have not actually.
I've not heard it at all.
Oh, well, a lot of people are debating if it has to do with the ship Bumblebee, or if it's like from Yang to Blake, or Blake to Yang. It's just,
We haven't heard it, and
We didn't
know it was gonna happen.
Yeah.
that's not
I'll let
spelled
you-
Bumblebee, it's spelled
Yeah,
like
it's like
Bumblebee,
bumble.
but without the vowels.
I've seen it, and I've seen a lot of stuff like people tagging me in things, but Jeff and Casey just kind of explore and have fun on their own. I don't think there was.
They kind of just like have pretty much free reign
Yeah.
with the soundtrack, and I think they tend to write songs that like either the fans might enjoy or that like
Yeah.
based off people's theories and whatnot. So it's not like confirming or denying anything, but it's
Yeah.
just kind of like one of those fun songs that some people might enjoy.
Hey guys.
Hello.
From the one episode of Always Open where it was like the whole RWBY group, I was actually wanting to know if y'all would do another one like that, but with the mindset and voices of like the RWBY group.
It'd be hard to keep up.
Blake would never talk.
We actually just recorded another episode with Arryn. Unfortunately, Lindsay just had her baby. Not unfortunately. Wow. I mean, unfortunately, Lindsay couldn't be there because she just had a baby, which is wonderful. And so she's obviously out of the office taking care of her new little one for a while, and obviously we're not gonna be like, hey, could you come into work to be on the show? Thank you. Yeah, I would love to do another episode with the RWBY girls, just because I think we have really great chemistry and we know each other pretty well. But I think trying to do the whole episode in our voices in character the whole time is probably impossible.
They'd have to have some different questions.
Yeah, more PG questions.
Yeah, for sure. Those guys just walked in with a couple of bags, and I thought it was food, and I got really excited. Just when I
It might be food.
Hey guys, you guys got food back there? Food?
They're figures.
Is it your food? No, it's just a box. It's
Oh, figures. Hi. We thought you had food.
yeah, disappointed.
Do you guys need food?
No, we're good.
Wawa's like right over there.
That's the craziest response to me. People are being like, I mean, we can go get you some. And that's like across the board. And I've never, like, no, I can do it myself. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Food brings people
No,
together.
no.
What are you doing
What was
with your
this?
hands?
Food brings people together.
Oh,
All I saw is food brings people together.
I'm not gonna do that for some chicken. Jesus.
I would.
Last night's just leaking into this so hard. Next question.
I mean, if you do ever want to get lunch, I would more than have to get you. But piggybacking off of Always Open, I just first want to say really appreciate knowing that I'm not the only one because you guys cover a lot of topics that I'm like, oh thank God.
That's awesome.
That's the goal of the show, for sure.
So what is it like kind of running the show and putting the cast and doing that stuff?
So for those of you who don't know, I have a show called Always Open. It's definitely not PG, so I would not recommend it for anyone under 18 unless you're okay with very adult subjects. It's been like a dream come true to be able to do that show. Being able to host it, produce it, cast it, everything. It's a lot of work, especially on top of my existing jobs within Rooster Teeth and going to conventions and doing everything like that. So it's a lot to handle, but seeing the response from people who watch it, a lot of people who say like, oh my God, I was going through this exact situation and I've never heard anyone talk about it before. That's just like super rewarding and humbling. So yeah, I love doing that show and I hope we get to do it for a really long time.
Before I get to my actual question, I do have a wild berry Pop-Tart if you want it. Do you want it?
I can't have gluten.
I'll take it.
That's actually
Do you want it? Yeah, give me that Pop-Tart. I slept in this morning. I didn't eat breakfast. I slept in for the first time ever at a convention. Yeah, it was not good. Thank you.
No problem.
Is it drugged?
Yeah. I hate up the good stuff.
Can I smell it? Yep, that's a Pop-Tart.
But my actual question was, if your characters had favorite memes, what would they be?
Favorite meme?
Memes. Yes.
Here comes that boy. It's because I don't understand what it is, but I love it so much.
If Blake, specifically, not me, deciding for her. If Blake, I'm like seriously thinking through this. Probably the one with Kermit the Frog, like, that's none of my business. But if I got to choose for her, it'd be the list that was like,
I also really like, I've been using this one so often lately. The one with the woman and the math equations.
Oh yeah.
It's like the 4 frames and she's just like, I love that one too.
I have 2 short questions going directly to Arryn herself. Hopefully I will not stammer this time.
Don't do that.
So, first question, and this goes to what Barbara said about her exaggerating her voice for RWBY Chibi. Does that mean that you deliberately made your character more stoic in this spinoff?
What do you mean?
You make yourself sound more stoic.
I sound stoic?
In the spinoff, yes.
What's this?
What's the spin-off? You mean Chibi?
Correct?
Oh, no. I have to make her sound more approachable and nice and happy.
Which is the opposite of stoic.
Yeah, so I go on the other side of the spectrum for her exaggeration.
Okay, second question. Since you moved to LA to pursue your own personal goals, and while I understand that you maintain contact with Rooster Teeth or from external means, do you ever miss the intimate moments working directly from the company?
I have never worked directly in the company. I've never been an employee of Rooster Teeth. I've always been a contract. But I definitely miss being able to go into the office and be a little bit more involved and just knowing the process. I've never really been like involved in the process, just as I've just been the voice actress. But I mean, yeah, of course I miss everyone. They're my friends. But yeah, I definitely, I do. I definitely enjoy what I've got going on in Los Angeles, though.
Hi guys, Barbara, I was wondering what it was like working with Hideo Kojima on 11 Little Roosters.
Oh my god. That was amazing. So, for those of you who don't know, I like to explain things because not everyone knows everything, but we have a show called 11 Little Roosters, which is kind of like a mystery spy thriller series at Rooster Teeth. And Hideo Kojima had a cameo in it because we were at RTX Australia and he was there as well as a guest, so we kind of did a little scene with him. But I play a character in the show called Agent Moose. I'm a Canadian assassin. And so I have this like big like mounty hat and like a red coat and everything like that. And I guess they had given Hideo Kojima the script for the show beforehand so he could like know what he was going to say and like learn what his character was. Because he actually like got really into it. And so when I walked into the room with my costume on, he goes, oh, and he starts like laughing at me and he goes, Agent Moose. And I was like, oh my god, yes! But he was great. He like nailed his takes and he had like different sunglasses for his like evil version of his character and like different sunglasses for the good version of his character. Yeah, it was really cool.
Hello. I was wondering if you guys had like a favorite moment where Blake is more cat-like in the series in both the RWBY.
Can you talk a little closer to the microphone? Sorry.
I was wondering if in RWBY Chibi and RWBY you guys had a favorite moment where Blake was more cat-like, like the scene with Tuna, her chasing the laser pointer.
I don't think she's ever cat-like in the comical sense in RWBY that I...
What about the laser pointer?
Oh, but she's...
Yeah, so
that's not what a cat would do. Laser pointers excited. Cats would be pissed, but... oh my god, you're right.
What happened to the fish?
The fishbowl. The like... Oh, new top, yeah.
I think that's not just bowl, like a giant fish aquarium. I was like, I don't remember that.
I like her moments in Chibi for the cat stuff. I like when she gets into the tea box. The tea set box. I think that's super cute. I chose it as a print for conventions, and my agent was just like, no one's gonna want this. I was like, you don't know nothing.
Chris. Look at him.
No, that was Holly.
Oh.
So the box.
Yeah, that was gonna be my answer too. It's the one that Ian gives her, right?
Yeah. At one point they asked me to purr, but I don't know how to purr, so that didn't go very well. Not gonna do it.
Hi ladies.
Hello.
I was wondering if you could have one thing about your character, like be it their semblance or their weapons, come into your real life, what would it be?
Her boobs.
But they flattened them for Volume 4.
Or did there?
How did you notice that?
She was wearing a sports bra. Her semblance. I think the ability to get stronger with every hit you take is a pretty powerful thing.
I kind of just want her voluminous hair. I'm very envious of it, and my hair is just like flat. So her hair, is that really pathetic? That's a little pathetic.
Your hair's not flat.
It is though. Look at this, just.
Well, when you squish it down against the sides of your face, it's fine.
Shush. I don't know. Her semblance would be fun, but I'm not sure how much use I'd make of it. It's a little harder when there's no like life-threatening thing every day for myself. You know? Take your time.
Hey guys, I was wondering, as voice actresses, how much creative lead do you have with the characters, like as far as development or even artistic aesthetics?
Creative freedom with the characters? Not too much anymore. Definitely had a conversation with Monty about like how we wanted her to look, like what kind of colors and that kind of thing. He had like a folder for each of us that we had to go through and be like, I like this, I like this, I like this. And her voice we figured out together, but since everything's pretty established, and she doesn't talk that much to begin with, not so much.
Yeah, we're kind of just pawns in the game of RWBY, which is fine. I mean, we're not writers, so we let. Sorry, I have Pop-Tart in my mouth. We let the people who are good at doing that do that, and then we come in and kind of just bring that script to life. And so I don't think we've ever had really like creative freedom with the characters in terms of how they're gonna react or act in a certain situation, which is fine because I think we kind of just embody the characters and they understand that.
They have food.
Yes.
Yeah, I did have breakfast. No. I'm just being annoying. Next question.
Hello. I have a couple friends here who haven't seen much or any of RWBY. Is there any possible way you could give like a little crash course lesson summary of RWBY for them?
Go ahead, Barbara.
The year was 1945. Just kidding. I don't actually know what year we are. There are 4 girls who go to a school to train huntresses and hunters, which are people who are there to protect others and fight these creatures called the Grimm, that are like these evil animal-looking things that feed off people's negative energy and are attracted to negative energy. And there's 4 characters, RWBY, White, Black, and Yang, that's spelled RWBY, or red, white, black, and yellow. And each of them have different weapons and different semblances, which are like powers, essentially.
What's the overarching story?
And there's evil people who are doing stuff. Some people die.
It's like Harry Potter Magic Girl.
It's like Harry Potter meets Harry Potter.
Harry Potter meets Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Hunter x Hunter, Hunter x Hunter? I've always said Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter. Okay, good. Because I say Hunter x Hunter.
I definitely always say Hunter x Hunter. What a loser. I'm not kawaii enough. Hey.
Hello again. I was here yesterday. Just making sure nobody ended the meet with space guns. Anyway, yeah, that's why I got up there actually. That was a really big deal. So I actually have better questions this time. I'm trying to, actually, it was similar to their question, but it would be more, what would be the best thing to advertise this series with? So in other words, for a newcomer, for someone who hasn't watched RWBY or isn't used to animated shows like RWBY, but might want to try it, what would be the most attractive, like, #1 thing you would tell them to get them hooked on the show? In your opinion, both of you, guys.
It's like Harry Potter meets Hunter x Hunter.
I saw a list thing recently where they were like, if you like American Gods, you'll love these anime. And
Wait, they actually said that?
yeah, and we were number 2 and I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, it was like, I've never seen American Gods or read the book, but apparently if you like that show, then you might like our show.
I think everyone could like RWBY. I think there's like a flavor in RWBY that's kind of like
It's representative of everyone.
Yeah, like if you like adventure or sci-fi or fantasy or
Boobies.
even like a little bit of romance, boobies, or just like crazy action.
Yeah.
Whatever you like, I think RWBY has kind of like a taste of everything, which is cool.
Yeah.
But if I were to show someone something, it'd probably be the red trailer, because I think that
Oh, the red trailer.
I think it's honestly what got everyone hooked.
Yeah.
Like I don't know about you guys, but like the second the red trailer came out, I think everyone's like, I want this show. I don't know what it is, but I want this show.
Okay, I kind of forgot my next question. I'll remember it and ask you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyone else?
And I'll show them yellow trailer.
Hello. I don't know if this was answered because I came in kind of late, but
Right about
Your
it.
non-food.
I mean,
Still fix this.
Wawa's not far.
Wawa, that's a weird name.
Was there? Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Do you want some Wawa?
Was there?
There you go. But was there a project, whether it be an anime, game, or anything that you both could have blended your voice to that you either wanted to be a part of or didn't get a chance to be a part of, or just always were interested and wanted to be a part of the project?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like in the real world?
Yeah.
Or just anything, like reality shows too.
There's so many. I want to be on Game of Thrones. Is that hard?
Yeah. You know your
They
voice.
asked me, but I didn't have enough time, so.
I have been the biggest fan of The Simpsons since I was like 9 years old. So to get to voice in The Simpsons would be like an absolute dream come true. I know it'll probably never, ever, ever happen, but that'd be amazing. Something that I never thought I would get to do was Red vs. Blue, because I've been watching Red vs. Blue since it started in 2003, and now I do a character in that series. I mean, it's pretty small, but it still is like, I could say that I'm a voice in Red vs. Blue, which to like 14-year-old Barbara would be like, what?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Doing a scene with Caboose was pretty great. But seriously, whoever does Game of Thrones, if you guys could just like reach out to me, let me hear from you.
So we have about 5 minutes left in the panel, so we're gonna do we'll do this one, and we'll see how much time we have left, and then we'll wrap it up.
Cool.
Hi there.
Hello.
I have 2 questions, but it's for both of you separately. Barbara, in Volume 4, how did you feel voicing a different type of Yang, more depressed, more sad? And how did you feel about that?
I felt oddly excited. Because doing Yang a certain way for 3 volumes, you get a little too comfortable. And I think being able to take her in a completely different direction with a completely different mindset for the 4th volume was challenging, but exciting for me in that sense, because she's going through so much. And I was really looking forward to challenging myself as a voice actor and having all those scenes with Tai Yang and being able to see that interaction grow a little more and to see her kind of find herself again was really interesting.
Nice. And Arryn, how did it feel voicing Blake in a more open setting, like you were being more emotional, you were showing more of who Blake is?
I think Blake has always been a fairly emotional person, but it was definitely, for Volume 4, a lot of fun, because like Barbara said, you get used to doing the same character in the same way. But when Blake meets her parents, or sees her parents again, that's a totally different, she's been upset before, and you can be sad and cry, and I can do that, and it's super easy for me. But with her scene with her dad, that's got so much more involved in it than just sadness. There's like guilt and there's compassion, and it was just a fun thing to change. It was nice to like try harder. Not because voice acting is easy, but because after doing a character for 3 or so years, it's just second nature. So it's definitely become more interesting and much more fun because they're growing at a much quicker rate.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And before the last question, I just want to remind you guys that we will be in the dealer's room, which is just next door, signing, I think, pretty much for the next little while. So if you want to come see us, come see us in there.
Before I ask my question, I wanted to let you know that my name is Blake.
Oh, Brad! Nice to meet you, Blake.
Nice to meet you too. My question is for both of you. If you had to pick a favorite character in the show besides the ones you voice, who would it be?
Neptune and Zwei.
Ironic. You picked Zwei. Nora. I love Nora. She's so wonderful, and I love Sam Ireland. And she's just so happy all the time. I just love her.
All right, guys. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't really have time for any more questions. Sorry, guys. They're gonna go to the booth. You can talk to them there, get pictures, autographs, all that stuff. But thank you very much for coming, and thank you, Arryn and Barbara. Y'all have a great rest of your day.